Welcome, beautiful soul. The air is crisper, the nights are longer, and the veil between worlds grows thin. October arrives not quietly, but as a sacred invitation to step into magic. After the storm of September's eclipses, this month comes as a breath, an exhale, a chance to pause, to reconnect, and to remember the mystery that surrounds us. Perhaps you felt it already, your dreams becoming vivid, your intuition growing sharper, or a deep desire to slow down and listen. These are the whispers of October, guiding you inward. In this episode, we'll explore the energy of October, how to work with its gifts, and we'll close with a powerful ritual and invocation to bless and guide you through this month of magic. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, hello, beloveds. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sovereign Goddess podcast. And, this week's episode, I think is perfect that it falls on the first week of October because I really wanted to talk about this energy that we've stepped into. We moved from September being eclipse month, we were in eclipse season all month. And then now being done with the eclipse, stepping into a more, I find this time of the year to be more magical. The veil is thinner. We get to hear spirit clearly. It's a different feel to it, but it all depends on our willingness to be open to receive, what wants to come through for you, the messages that wants to come through. It's all about our willingness to be open to experience our own magic. The month is the month of magic. That is the frequency behind it. But it's about how we can awaken to our own magic, how we can see our own magic, and also how do we choose to utilize our own magic. So before we step fully into this conversation, let's take some time to truly arrive. So close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, or one on your heart, one in your womb, and go ahead and begin to breathe into your body. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose. And imagine with your inhalation, you're breathing in that crisp air of autumn, the golden light of October. I want you to hold it at the top and exhale slowly, releasing September, releasing what has passed, releasing the weight you don't need to carry forward. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Inhale peace, clarity, and the magic of October. And exhale fully, letting your body soften into the presence. And as you settle, know that you are stepping into sacred space. In this episode, we will explore the energy of October, how to align with its gifts, and we'll close with a prayer to bless your journey through this month of magic. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, open your eyes. Welcome back. October is the month of magic. I'm curious, how do you can feel the shift once we stepped into October. For me, it kind of starts in September, but because of the eclipse, there was more work that was going on. But usually if there wasn't any eclipse, I start to feel this, like, the best way to describe it is like I feel like putting, like a shawl around my head and going inward and beginning prayer, right? Like going into the sacred space of prayer and contemplation and being with the sacredness. Like sacredness is the word here, is the key word here. The energy has a way to bring us back to our sacredness and also to open us up to the sacredness that is all around us. I mean, nature is the greatest temple of sacredness, right? October's magic, and I mentioned this already, is inviting us to acknowledge our own magic, to see our own magic, to embrace our own magic, and also the magic that swirls around us constantly. This month, October, really invites us to step between worlds, to remember that the seen and the unseen dance together. There's also this essence of ancestral wisdom. Again, because the veil is thinner, we have the opportunity to hear spirit more clearly during this time. So pay attention to what comes through for you. It's the magic that awakens within you this month. The messages that come through your guides, your guardians, your own divine lineage, which is above and also on earth, right? Your lineage is the divine lineage, your human lineage, your ancestors of light, right? Pay attention to what is trying to get your attention and what is the message that is coming through for you. So, what are some ways that you can really step into the energy of this month? First of all, do you hear the invitation of being called within you to discover your own magic? Where is your magic? Can you tell me, where is your magic? Just take some time and journal it, or maybe you can draw a silhouette of yourself and then see where the pen or pencil goes and maybe put some colors there. Where is your magic in your body? We got to trace it back to us because that's where our magic is. It's not outside of us. Where is your magic in your body? And then what is your magic? What is your magic? Go ahead and take some time and write what comes through to you. I feel like this month is a great month to practice on listening to your intuition. Like if you do, what do you call it? Like automatic writing, it doesn't have to be anything complicated. Just grab a pen, grab your journal, close your eyes, make sure you center yourself first, call in your guides, your guardians, your angels, your divine team, and ask a question. Maybe there's something that you need an answer to, and then begin to write. Write as your higher self, or just begin to write and see what comes through. Right? This is a great month to do that. This is a great month to just tune into spirit because it's going to be so loud. You will hear spirit so loudly, louder than it used to be. Usually spirit is more like a whisper because there's so much going on around us that voice tends to be dimmed by the chaos around us. But October, really, the magic of October amplifies that inner voice, that divine voice, so we can hear it clearly with no mistake. This month is a great time to really build your connection with the divine, build your connection with your team, build your connection with your higher self, to really deepen into that, to explore that, explore who you are, explore your higher self, who your higher self is, explore your connection with the divine, explore the angels that you're connected to. Like, what are you being called? Where's the invitation? What are you being called to deepen into? What magic are you being called to deepen into this month? So, activities like journaling, or if you do automatic writing, I feel like journaling for me is automatic writing because when I'm journaling, I am connected to my higher self and I write down what is on my mind. But there's a lot that also comes through that is from spirit, from my higher self, right? But if you do automatic channeling, do that, right? But journaling, right. Using your breath. Remember, our breath connects or brings our spirit back into our body. So just taking some time to consciously breathe. Breathe the energy of this month. Go step outside. Take a deep breath in of that cool autumn air, or maybe it's cool autumn morning or evening, right? Breathe it into your body. And as you breathe in, reminding yourself that you're breathing in more of your spirit into your body. Our breath is so sacred and so important. It holds the key to bridging our spirit and our bodies. Hence why we can't exist without without breath, right? So breath work is a beautiful way this month to really connect to our magic. Oh, not just to connect to our magic, but also allow our magic to bloom. Make sure you step outside and go look at the changing colors and connect to nature, connect to the magic of nature. Allow nature to teach you about its wisdom of letting go. This is the season of letting go. Autumn is when the leaves begin to change colors and the trees begin to release the old and to prepare for the deep sleep or the deep rest, right? So let nature teach you about the wisdom of letting go. What is ready to be released? I mean, we did a lot of letting go and a lot of work during eclipse season, but what else is left over that you need to let go? There's always something that we can let go, especially whatever we're trying to bring in, there's usually something that we can let go. We can release to make room for the new to come in. So, what is it that you're ready to let go? And again, let your team, let your divine team help you see this clearly and also help you release this. And the most important, sacred silence. Find those special moments, those little moments in your day where you can just be in the silence, be one with the silence. I was talking to my friend yesterday, and she's visiting one of her favorite places in Colorado, and she was sitting on the porch and she was saying that she didn't have her phone with her. She just sat and just listened to nature and just be with what was, right? Just simply receiving. When we allow ourselves to be in those silent moments, that's when we can truly hear spirit. That's when spirit is like, oh, you're listening, right? Find moments in your day where you can just, without TV, without cell phone, without your laptops, without music playing, just simply just silence and be in it. Maybe you can time yourself to sit in the silence for 5 minutes. Again, it doesn't have to be complicated, but that's where you can hear spirit. That's when spirit knows that you're listening. And just simply be. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to have any intention. Just simply be and listen. Sacred silence this month is so, so important. So important. Oh, yes. Another ritual that you can do, and again, it's because we're in autumn, candle magic is very powerful at this time. When I say candle magic, it's lighting a candle with intention, and how I work with candles, I'm going to teach you a little bit. Is that when I am putting that flame to the candle, so before I even light the candle, I've already blessed and anointed my candlestick, right? Or my candle pillar. Sometimes I will, if I have an intention or something I want to manifest, I'll write that on the candle, or I'll write it on the paper and put it underneath the candle, right? You don't have to have an intention. You can simply just hold the candle, breathe into it. Right. And then any prayer that you might have, you just by holding the candle, you can begin to pray, infusing the candle with your prayer. And then when you're done, as you're lighting the candle, remember that the flame represents the divine. You bring in that divine divinity, that light into your body. So the candle represents your body, your physical reality. So you're bringing the sacredness, you're bringing the light into your body. So as you light the candle, remember that I am bringing source light. I am bringing my own divinity into my body. I am bringing my spirit into my body. I'm bringing inspiration into my body. I am bringing joy into my body. And then you light it. And you can also watch how the flame is burning. Like that can also tell you so much. One of the things that we do that I offer is my closing ceremony at the end of the year. And that's one of the things that we do is the candle magic. And we also do like an air magic with the incense stick. But watching, the candle burn, especially if you're using a smaller pillar of candle, you can watch how fast it burns, how fast it melts, right? You can also watch like the flame. Is it flickering? Is it small? Is it big? It tells you a lot about you and what is going on within you. But as you know, like as the flame burns down, things are being alchemized within your own body. The things that needs to go are being burnt out, right? So you can look at the candle and kind of see the alchemy happening within your body. It's quite remarkable. But if you want to keep it simple, just, grab a candle, put all your prayers, your intention to the candle, bless it. As you're lighting it, know that you're bringing spirit into your body, into your life. You're bringing divinity into your spirit, into your body. You can also get yourself a candle that you can just use the whole month. And you can light it either every morning or every evening. I feel like it would be more potent because the energy that we're in is more like evening energy. The sun goes down earlier and earlier, right? So as you light the candle each evening, you're bringing more light into your life. You're bringing more light into your body. And then as you light the candle, you can also ask for clarity. You can ask for protection. You can ask for guidance, right? So you can do it as a way to bring, like to manifest. But I feel like the most potent way to use candle magic this month is to light it and ask for the protection, ask for the clarity, ask for the guidance, ask for more light to pour into you, ask for the blessings, right? And yeah, that feels really good. So just light your candle each evening as the sun is going down with the intention of you're bringing light into your body, you're bringing more light into your life, right? Find the sacred moments to be with the silence, throughout the day. Like find a time, 5 minutes, that you can just take a deep breath in, reconnect to yourself, and just be. No music, nothing going on in the background, just you and what is, and listen to spirit. Right. So these are some ways that can help you deepen into your magic. And of course, the journaling, taking time to journal, especially after you do the candle, you can grab your journal and see what comes through. Maybe it's a word that comes through. Maybe it's a whole sentence. Maybe it's a paragraph. One thing I know is that once you start writing, at first, when we go into the mind, it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to write? What is it that I don't know what to write. And then that stops us from even beginning or trying. But if we just start, if we grab that pen or pencil and start to write something, maybe we start with a word and then we expand on the word. Before you know it, you've written like 3 pages, right? That is the flow. When you start and you have to tap into your breath and allow that flow to come in. Your writing is for you. It's not for anybody else. It doesn't need to be looking all pretty. Okay, don't worry about how it looks. Don't worry about all the mistakes in there. This is between you and spirit. So be with whatever the flow is and just let it come through you. Right. And again, it doesn't have to be 3 pages. It might be just a word that you write down. Maybe you start with a word and then you're like, oh, there's more that wants to be written. Right. But it's between you and spirit. When you write and you're opening the channel for what needs to come through to come through. That is if journaling works for you. If it doesn't, that's okay. You can try the other exercises. But again, I hype up journal a lot because it's such a powerful tool for us to bring the unseen into the scene, to bring spirit into physicality. With the power of the pen, we can pull down the intangible and make it tangible, right? So when we write something that we pull it into the physical reality, it's magic right there. So I love it. It's like pen magic. We have candle magic, we have pen magic or journaling magic. It's such a beautiful tool and a beautiful practice to have. I know that it's not for everyone. So if you're being called to try it, go ahead and do it. If you already love journaling like I do, dive into it. This is a great month to do so. So I'm going to pull a card to be our light, our lantern. I'm moving into, September. My door was the hermit. So a lot of my work was internal. I was holding the lamp, the light was in the lamp and I was kind of discovering what was inside my inner world. So it's like going into the cave to discover, to be with my own light. Now I'm stepping into the sun. So this month I'm working with the sun. So I went from the hermit where I'm working with my own inner light, right? Within myself. And then now I've stepped out of the cave and that light has become the sun. And now it's like how it's shining outward. It's pretty cool. I don't know how it's gonna unfold, but it's really cool the transition that is happening. I'm really excited to see how that shows up physically in my life or how that shows up in my life this month. Really allowing that magic is like whatever I found in that exploration in the cave, in my own inner cave, bringing that out, allowing that to shine forth, allowing my magic to shine forth. So I would like to pull a card that will be our guiding light through this month to help us to find the magic in every moment, in in every moment, in between our breath, in the times where we just stop to smell the rose or a beautiful flower, and a time that we smile at a stranger. Like we can find magic all around us if we are willing to see it. Magic is constantly there. Okay, three decks were coming to me, so we're gonna start out with the wisdom of the tree oracle. We're gonna start with that one, which, oh, it's a beautiful deck. And then we're gonna also do the inner peace oracle, unshakable inner peace. I feel like all these decks that came in were perfect. It's gorgeous deck too. And then of course, naturally, as we step into the month of magic, we're bringing in beloved Isis, so the Isis oracle deck. Yes. All right, so let's see what messages come through. We're going to start with the tree, the wisdom of the tree. And this one we received the apple. Again, perfect for this season, right? The apple representing abundance, autumn. But let's see what wisdom it has in store for us. Oh, I love this book. My goodness. Okay, here's the wisdoms. All these cards, they're going to be our guiding light through October, especially it gets darker early. There we go. These cards will be our guiding light. Apple represents generosity. I grow in orchards and gardens across the world. I bear delicious fruits, and my spring blossom cheers you. On hot days, my leafy branches cool you if you sit beneath them. I share my bounty with you. The apple is one of the most easily recognized trees. It symbolized fertility in ancient Greece and other civilizations. One of its best known association is with Adam and Eve, who, according to the Bible, were banished from the Garden of Eden after eating a fruit from the tree of knowledge. Although the original Hebrew did not mention the fruit by name, it was later described as an apple. This may be because apples were a vital source of food for many people. Apples have several medicinal qualities, including reducing blood pressure and treating heart problems. All right, so here we go. Bless others. So this is what the apple tree is telling us. Bless others with a full and open heart, not only when you feel affectionate toward them, but also when they annoy you. Let your actions reveal your sense of generosity, whether it is material, spiritual, or emotional. And life is not always easy, but do not let fleeting problems rob it of its meaning and importance. Do not hold on to anger or resentment because they will eat into your soul. Greet each day with a loving heart and an open mind. Take a deep breath in here and out. Thank you, Apple. Thank you. So next we're gonna move into the unshakable inner peace. And this one, we got this beautiful card. And it says, come together, we need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? Ooh, this is good. Okay. So this card is asking us, it starts out with a question and says, what does my body crave and need right now? I love that question so much. Again, it's bringing us right back into our body. What does our body crave and need right now. There is a lot of distraction and fear in the world. And when we give our attention to these outside forces, we lose sight of our authentic power. You have the power to live in harmony and peace, but it depends on how you show up for others. Look at any area in your life where you are resisting and judging. Are you pushing against what you fear and lashing out energetically? We're seeing a lot of this in the social media communities, right? In on Facebook. Oh my gosh. We live in a system that thrives on pushing us apart and keeping us separate from one another. Don't fall into this trap. We need each other, differences and all. Just because someone has a different view doesn't mean it isn't valid. We can all exist together by allowing each other to be who we really are. Look at the separations in your life and make a commitment to bring more unity, compassion, and understanding to each situation and relationship. You know intuitively this separation from others who see things differently isn't working. It isn't in your true nature. Allow room for all beliefs and truly support others with kindness and love. Listen with care, remove judgment, and refrain from needing to prove anyone right or wrong. Has part of your life become isolated in a bubble because you have surrounded yourself with a worldview that supports and reinforces your own beliefs? If so, this separation is causing you even more despair. The true you, your spirit and best self, needs diversity, contrast, connection, and unity. This is an invitation to accept and allow for differences. We are all one and need each other. Strive for unity. This is the world your soul truly wants to live in. Further meaning can be drawn from the earth image in this card. Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, has an immense healing energy. Every culture has their version of the earth goddess. The Greeks call her Gaia, while the Incas know her as Pachamama. She is the personification of the earth and the great mother energy, and the protector of all. Earth energy is maternal, warm, nurturing, and joyous, with no tolerance for cruelty, destruction, or abuse. It is abundant in its gifts and supportive of all life. I'm going to add, it is also quite protective. This is a reminder of how important Mother Earth is for the sustainable future of humanity. Do your part to appreciate, protect, support, and nourish the planet. This care will return tenfold. You're being called to reconnect and remember the loving presence of Gaia all around you. Acknowledge all the bounty Earth offers in her infinite love, and together you can co create a utopian world. And here's another question that you can journal on. Where have I been separating myself or pushing against others and the world? Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Our last card is from Goddess Isis. And the card that came in, which, oh, perfect. Especially to go in with the Unstoppable Peace card. This one says Life Restored, Priestess of the Phoenix. I love the Isis deck. I love Isis in general. She's one of my posse, my badass posse. I love her so much. All right, let's see what this card says. And one thing about this deck, it always has like some kind of ritual in there. So I'm gonna make sure that I walk you guys through that magic too. I mean, when it comes to Isis, it's just pure magic. So be open to receiving. As you're receiving these messages, pay attention to what words pop out for you or calls you in. Take note of what is opening within you. You can close your eyes, connect to your breath, and simply just listen. All right, life restored, priestess of the phoenix. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Ooh, I feel like this message is going to a lot of people. It's going to connect with a lot of people. Life restored brings messages that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of the story for you now. What may appear to be an ending can sometimes simply be the forces of ancient feminine power flowing into new pathways, pulling energy away from old forms so that they can transition into new forms. This can take short or long periods of time. It could be over days or years, weeks, months, decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying, it will spring back into life at the right time. Just as the river Nile subtly adjusts its course over time, so too will the river of light that flows through you, filling you with life force and divine energy, move with innate wisdom. You can trust what is happening for you now. Something important to you is coming back to life. It might even feel like you are coming back to life after a period of increasing emotional numbness, physical or psychological struggle, or spiritual disillusionment. It might also be a lifestyle, practice, business, or relationship, new or old, that is coming to life now. You are guided by divine priestess of the phoenix, Sister Isis, to turn your face to the sun. Oh, turn your face to the sun. Just as the sacred scarab beetle follows the movement of the sun, you are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. Let go of the past. Be brave and bold and allow the Phoenix Priestess to inspire you to realize that the return to life, the restoration, the resurrection is upon you now. Have hope and optimism. Just because something has fallen away in the past does not mean it will not have value and be able to grow in the present moment. Take what is going to be offered in your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now, and be assured that you have transitioned through the energies of death and into new life now. Peace to you, dear initiate of light. The past is over. Enjoy your rebirth. So here is the priestess of the Phoenix ritual of restoration. I'm going to walk you guys through it. Remember, you can come back with your candle. And in this ritual, it's calling for 4 small candles, like tea light candles, to perform this ritual. So you can always come back and re-listen to it and walk through it with Goddess Isis. When you're ready, find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed, with enough room around you to light your 4 candles in each of the directions: north, south, east, and west. Light the candle placed in the south and say aloud, I give thanks for the protection and healing that has been gifted to me from the priestess of the Phoenix in unconditional love. I now surrender my fear of being reborn into life, now into the fire belly of the divine goddess of the South. With honor and respect, I release this now, so be it. Breathe in deeply and breathe out fully, exhaling with intention to release any old fear, negativity, toxicity, or death-like energies or attachments that have drained you or kept you locked in old traumas. Perceive Isis as the priestess of the Phoenix, her belly flaming with vast fire, consuming and burning away your respectful offering to her now. Take a deep breath in. And now light the candle placed in the west and say out loud, I now call upon the cleansing waters of the divine river goddess of the Nile, the healing priestess of the west. Help me release death and be born into life once more. So be it. Now take a deep breath in and exhale deeply, perceiving that healing waters wash over you. And when you're ready, light the candle placed in the north and say aloud, I now call upon the strengthening and manifesting powers of the priestess of the earth. I gratefully receive your gift of being born into the world of forms now. May my soul take shape and the healing gifts take form in my life. So be it. Now inhale and exhale with awareness of your body. Be aware of how you are sitting or standing. Be aware of your spine, your limbs, your face. Close your eyes and feel the life buzzing inside of you. When you're ready, open your eyes and turn to the east, lighting the candle placed there and saying aloud, I now choose to step into life, light, and rebirth. The new life is upon me now, resurrected from the remnants of my past and born anew. I call upon the guardianship of the priestess of new life and the east. I step through the gate now into life restored. So be it. Take a deep breath in and out. When you're ready, stand and intend to take a step through an inner gateway. This may actually involve you taking one small step, one small, slow, and meaningful step to represent this inner step into your new life. Now pause for a moment and enjoy this first step in your new life. Take a deep breath in and out. Anchor. Take a deep breath in. And you can either repeat after me out loud or within yourself this incantation to close the ritual. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection, through your grace, I have resurrection. Take a deep breath in and out. Allow this blessing, this magic, this resurrection, this wisdom, this awakening to anchor, lock, and seal on every level of your being. You have received great magic today. May this month of magic open your heart to guidance, your eyes to truth, and your spirit to peace. May the whispers of your ancestors remind you that you are never, ever alone. And may you walk through October's veil with courage, love, and grace. So be it, and so it is. Take a deep breath in, coming back to your body, coming back to this moment. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. Mm. Nothing says the magic of October than working with beloved Isis. I'm so glad she came in. I have a feeling she's going to be with us throughout the month. So I'm going to keep bringing her energy in the rest of the episodes for this month. We're really going to bring in her wisdom to support us through this month so we can harness more of the magic this month to help us in our new life that we've just stepped through. I invite you to come back. If you just listen to it this first time, come back and actually do the ritual with the 4 candles in each of the direction and speaking the invocation. It is powerful ritual, simple yet powerful to really call in and step into the gifts of the new and the magic of the rebirth, right? And the resurrection. All right, my loves. I would love to hear from you. How was this episode like for you? And if you know anyone who could benefit from this episode, please share far and wide. And if you haven't yet, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can always receive a notification when a new episode is available. Once again, from my heart to yours, thank you so much for joining me on this week's episode. And until next time, blessings to you. Bye, everyone.